Welcome in, everyone, here to Republic, Missouri for Week 8 action between the Nixa Eagles and the Republic Tigers. I'm Ryan Swans, alongside my broadcast partner, Aiden Hopkins. We're going to be doing the pregame show live this week. How we doing?
Doing good. We're in for a really good matchup. I think everyone knows that. Republic Tigers knocked off Nixa at home last year in overtime, and Nixa has definitely not gotten that off their mind. It's going to be a good game.
Yes, it will be. First, we're going to go ahead and just look at the Republic Tigers now been playing. 6-1, they're coming off a really good record. They're a very, very physical team. We saw that last year when they played Nixa. Came in Nixa and won. That's been on the mind for Nixa all season. This game has been circled on the calendar for a really long time.
I think the circle in this game was kind of bigger than the Backyard Brawl this year. They really, really want to take Republic. They spoiled their undefeated season last year, and they definitely do not want it to happen again. Republic Tigers 6-1 coming in this game. The only loss was Webb City. In that game, they had 3 fumbles in that game. That's definitely going to be something Nixa defense is going to focus on if they want to force turnovers. We'll get to that key to the game later on, but forcing turnovers is definitely going to be the biggest thing for the Nixa Eagles.
Yes, it will. And looking at the Eagles, speaking of which, that offense has been doing so well, especially that run game with Dylan Rivera, Malachi Ryder has been really good this year.
Yeah, 100%. Both running backs combined for 1,500 yards this season. Dylan Rivera and Malachi Ryder, 1,500 yards to the season. They are two really, really great running backs. And the Republic Tigers defense is going to have to figure out a way to stop them this season.
You okay? All right, but we're going to, this has been a revenge game. But as I was talking to Perry this week, he said this wasn't a revenge game at all. They're taking this just like a normal game. They're taking this just like a normal game. This is, the same 100-yard field that they play on against any team. So, and then when I was talking to Republic, they're really excited about the opportunity to play one of the better teams in the state. They're really excited, and like we said already, this is going to be a really good game.
Yeah, 100%. The Republic Tigers are led by their senior quarterback, Wyatt Woods, who has 384 yards in the air, but on the ground, 819, and he leads the COC as you hear the crowd erupt after the national anthem. This environment is going to be electric, and everybody on the field has to stay focused on the game. Wyatt Woods leading the COC in rushing yards. Not far behind him is Dylan Rivera. He only has 20 less, but he was out week 1. That's really impressive to me is how he was out week 1 and still found a way to be really close for the COC rushing yards leader. And that just shows how dominant this Nixa run game is and how they're going to have to continue to kill Republic on the ground today if they want to beat them.
And one thing, me and you were talking about this earlier, the weather, it is very, very windy out here. It is beautiful here in Republic, but maybe it'll affect how they're going to be able to throw the ball as well. So there might be a lot of running. But one thing I definitely wanting to see from Nixa, this interior for Republic is very good. D-line and their middle and inside linebacker is very good. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a lot of motion and RPOs. Try and get the ball to the outside. Just sneak peek at some of the keys of the game, but try and use that speed that Nixa Eagles have to try and make some big plays downfield.
Yeah, I definitely think they're going to utilize Spencer Wards on both sides of the ball. Usually they kind of laid off on both sides of the ball, but at Joplin, once again, every time they use a good team, they always utilize Spencer Ward on the opposite side of the ball as well. I think we're definitely going to see that too. They're going to use Spencer Ward when someone gets tired in the wide receiving core or the running back core. And speaking of getting tired, last year, Republic's whole game plan going into the game was to tire out that Nixa defense. They held onto the ball as much as they could, punch it in, and they gave back that Nixa offense no time to score at all. That was what absolutely killed Nixa defense. So they have to force our Republic offense to get off the field very quickly if they want to win this game.
Yes, they will. And one thing I will say is when we played Carthage, that jet sweep that we had when we had trips out right, I wonder if they're going to be able to run. If we're going to run that at all. If we open the game with that, if we're going to try and get it to the outside, that might be something to look out for later. But definitely a lot of jet sweeps with him and Wyatt. This is going to be a really good game. I've been excited for this one all year.
Yeah, me too. This is definitely something I've been circled on my calendar, and just the atmosphere as well. I don't think I see an empty seat on either section. It's going to be absolutely electric. Student sections are looking great. The Western theme for Nixa Eagles absolutely to the top, and I'm so excited to see how this game goes.
Yeah, Republic, one of the best places to be in for a football game. The environment they have here is very, very nice. That's all I got in. You got anything else you want to add?
This game is going to be electric. Like I said, this is going to be absolutely crazy. But one thing we have to worry about is turnovers on both sides of the balls. Both sides of the ball for each team. They both turn over the ball so much. Ball security is what they have to focus on, both teams. And especially with this wind, they cannot be throwing at all. I think that if you're going to throw, you have to find a time where the wind is dying down and you have to call the play fast. You have to keep it close, and you cannot throw the ball in these winds at all, especially with that Nixa Eagles secondary waiting for that ball to be thrown.
All right, that's all we got up here. We're going to send it back down to the field. We'll be back at you when the game starts.
Last Thursday night's 47-14 win over the Willard Tigers. Your Republic Tigers come into tonight's game with an overall and conference record of 6 wins against just 1 loss, following last week's 35-25 road win at Branson. Also again tonight, we'd like to recognize David Brazil and his Republic Tiger sports team. Team members include David Brazil calling tonight's action, Richard Miles providing analysis and color commentary, Evan Smith, director, statistician Tim Barnes, Jenny Rackley, press box camera operator, Steve Rackley, on-field photographer, and on-field camera operator Hayden Sumter.
Now your HVAC is good to go.
Yeah, mine is not good to go. Can you fix this?
Air Services provides the highest quality work, guaranteed.
Yeah, I really thought I nailed it. Am I gonna end up paying extra for this?
What we quote is what you pay, guaranteed.
So you got any tips for an aspiring home repair pro?
You called Air Services. That was the right move for sure.
AC Diagnostic for only $73. Visit airservicesheatac.com.
Got 3 meetings, 4 time zones, first one starts. 60 seconds. Can you fix my power situation?
At Air Services, we are fully trained and qualified, guaranteed.
Well, your quote's good, but what am I really gonna pay?
What we quote is what you pay, guaranteed.
And you stand behind your work?
You're getting the highest quality work, and that's a guarantee.
Any tips?
Yeah. Just picture them in their underwear.
Save $50 on electrical services at airservicesheatac.com.
Special recognition tonight to our 2 game sponsors this evening. Union Wellness Company. Union Wellness Company is your one-stop shop right here in Republic to exemplify your beauty and optimize your wellness. Call them at 417-590-8200 or visit unionwellness.co.com. Also, the Republic High School District, along with the Republic Tiger Athletic Booster Club, would like to thank tonight's game sponsor, Union Wellness Company and Destiny Church. Destiny Church, located at 526 East Harrison in Republic, with Sunday morning service times beginning at 8:30 a.m. and 10:30 a.m. If you're a student, 6th through the 12th grade, join Destiny Youth on Wednesday evenings beginning at 6 p.m. for the youth service. For more information about Destiny Church, visit us on Facebook, Instagram, or on the web at destinychurch.me. Also, free popcorn tonight, available at the concession stand. courtesy of Destiny Church. We thank them for their support of Republic Tiger and Lady Tiger Athletics, as well as handling the concession stand duties this evening. Thanks to Destiny Church.
play on that third down pass downfield from Huber. Absolutely huge. Wyatt Vincent, who hasn't had to punt much this season, has to on the first drive of the game. He sends it down the field. It's going to be hit at the 37, and it's going to roll past the 30 and up to the 27. Excuse me, the 22. It's going to be Republic Tigers football as they come out. They're led out by senior quarterback number 5, Wyatt Woods. 6 foot and 185 pounds. Republic coming out in their patented wishbone offense. They've ran this for a couple of years now, and it has been proven to be very effective. The Eagles want to win. This D-line's going to have to be able to make stops, and here they go. 3 in the backfield on the center of Woods, and that's going to be a false start. Flag was thrown right at the line. Illegal procedure is the actual call on Republic, and be a 5-yard penalty. 5-yard penalty sets up 1st and 15 as the "you can't do that" chants rain from the Dirty Birds on their Western night. First and 15. We'll see what Woods wants to do here. Handoff, left side. That one's not going to get far, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. That's going to be taken by Daniel Phillips, the senior running back, and wearing number 1.
Second down and 13 for a Tiger first down.
After the short gain on that play from Phillips, we have 2nd and 13. Handoff right side, and that one goes nowhere. Carried by number 9, Cade White, another senior running back. And it's going to set up 3rd and about 12. After Nixa goes 3 and out, the Republic Tigers trying to avoid the same fate on their first drive, as we're going to get 4 new guys that come in for the Republic Tigers. Probably going to throw the ball here. Don't throw it much, but they are effective when they do.
Yeah, the Nixa Eagles went 3 and out on the first drive for the second time this season. That doesn't happen much. Republic Tigers defense stood strong.
Woods drops back, looks left, now over the middle. Incomplete. Pass intended for number 18, Cannon Ellison.
And he was wide open. Wyatt Woods has to make that throw, especially in this part of the game. You have to get on the board early, and especially if you have a wide open receiver with lots of open field, you cannot overthrow him in that situation.
But you'd much rather do it there than in the fourth quarter. So get the jitters out the way. You got to make that play, but it is the first drive of the game. So it's not going to kill you yet.
And just want to let you guys know, and after this punt, we're going to lose audio for about 30 seconds. We're going to switch over real quick, so don't be alarmed if we lose audio again. Had some technical difficulties at the beginning of the stream.
And that punt sent away, a deep punt. Michelle has to back up. He comes back from injury after a leg injury. Makes a move, cuts up field up to the 45. And the Eagles will come out onto the field for their second drive with great field position. Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We had some audio troubles. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Ryan Swanson alongside my broadcast partner, Aiden Hopkins. Both teams going 3 and out, but the Eagles are going to start this play with a big run, making 2nd and 4. 2 out right, both tight ends motion. Meltebarger and Pruitt with Ryder in the backfield. Huber hands off Ryder, cuts left side, breaks one tackle, breaks another, has a whole left side, and is pushed out of bounds at the 37. They're going to call that 38-39. The Eagles with their first down of the game. The Nixa Eagles are moving down the field in the Republic territory.
And if you guys can't see the Nixa student section on your screen, it is filled to capacity. This is absolutely crazy with a beautiful sunset behind. This is what high school football is all about.
Yes, it is. This is honestly one of my favorite stadiums in the COC. This is just a beautiful environment. They got a great environment for the actual game. Same set. They're going to hand off the middle to Ryder again. And he's going to get 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I think at some point we're going to see Spencer Ward take his turn on this side of the ball for the offense, especially if we can't get something going on offense. We saw this in the Joplin game. First drive went 3 and out, and then the second drive we give to Spencer Ward a touchdown. So I think that's definitely going to be something we have to look forward to. Is Spencer Ward coming out on the offensive side of the ball.
2nd and 7 from the 36. Pruitt motions left side. Now him and Meltebarger flip places on the line. Handoff left side. Ryder gets a couple of yards. He's going to get about 2 or 3 short. Send up a 3rd short opportunity for the Eagles.
Lots of things on the mind of the Nixa Eagles team. Looking back to last year, an overtime loss to the Republic Tigers on the home turf definitely did not leave a good taste in their mouth. So they definitely want to come out and absolutely kill the Tigers on the ground and in the air as well. And no better way to do it than get on this board early.
3rd and short. Try to get him to jump, won't go. And that game, that Republic beat the Eagles almost a year ago on the dot, 364 days ago. It'll be a year ago as of tomorrow. Played on October 14th of last year. Flag on the play. It's going to be a false start. And all season, Perry's been talking about limiting pre-snap penalties. Right there, that's the big one for the Eagles.
Yeah, that was a big play right there. He turned a 3rd and short into a 3rd and 7. So this is definitely going to be something, as I mentioned, here comes Spencer Ward to take on an offensive position. I think we might see a Wildcat here. Interesting to see what happens.
Ward is going to be taking the snap. He's going to keep it with Ryder as a blocker. He has a whole left side. He's going to get the first and a little bit more. He's going to get all the way up to the 26. 1st down, Nixa.
Spencer Ward just turned nothing into something he does really, really great. That's the exact same thing that happened in Joplin, except his ended in a touchdown last time it was a pass, but this one, he was caught in the backfield, find a way to get that 1st down, and absolutely does it beautifully every single time he gets the ball in his hands.
Yes, he does. He comes off the field, plays both sides of the ball very well. The best player on this Nixa Eagles team is Huber, is going to come back out. Michelle and Vincent on the right side. Ryder in the backfield. 2 tight ends. Dropping back is Huber for Vincent. Overthrown. Nearly picked off through the hands of the DB. That was number 4, Zion Allen.
It looked like Nate Huber was expecting a go route, but Wyatt Vincent cut towards the middle of the end zone. It looked like a little miscommunication because usually you would lead him on that pass. So just a little bit miscommunication between the wide receiver and the quarterback there.
2nd and 10 coming up. Same formation. Both tight ends motion to the right. Handoff, Ryder. And he what looked like he was about to run to a wall. He puts the entire Republic defense on his back and just moves forward to a yard or 2 short of the 1st down marker.
Yeah, I think you can hear a pin drop on this side of the stadium. Republic is dead silent right now, but they're waiting for their opportunity to erupt. The gasps on last play when that near interception got me in awe. It was just so loud in unison. This is definitely going to be a hard-fought game till the end.
Yes, it will. 3rd and 1. Tight ends both on each side of the line. Or Republic sends a blitz. Ryder has a hole, gets a first, and has more. And he's going to walk into the orange turf. Touchdown, Eagles. They get on the board first. The senior number 23, Malachi Ryder, with a big first score as he breaks the ice.
And as we've seen throughout the season, Dylan Roberto does not do good on that first drive. Malachi Ryder picks it up, puts it in the end zone. That kind of gives Dylan Roberto the confidence that he needs to continue to pursue what he's been doing all year, and that has been absolutely dominating on the ground. I think that gives so much boost to Dylan Roberto, and we're definitely going to see it next drive.
The kick is up, and Kemke, no good. Kemke came back from injury, hasn't been taking that many kicks. I mean, Jordan Cribbs has been doing kickoff. He's been doing extra points, but misses his first extra point. We'll see if that comes back to harm the Eagles. As it's 6-0, Nixa. We're sitting with 5:38 left to go in quarter number 1. A pretty good game, but a flag thrown by the Whitecap in the backfield. We'll see if this is going to stand. The Whitecap talking with the entirety of the Republic team. So they went back to the huddle. Illegal shift against the Tigers. 5-yard penalty, 1st and 15. So just like the last drive, 2 penalties against the Tigers. Both of them set 5 yards back on the opening play. 1st and 15 coming up.
Another first down penalty for the Republic Tigers. If they want to get on the board, they can't stop. They can't start drives 5 yards back every time.
Definitely doesn't help you out. Woods keeps it himself. He might get a yard on the play, but not a lot going for him. But he has been able to do a lot with his legs. 107 carries for 819 yards coming in today. 9 touchdowns also to his total. Can do it on the ground and with his arm. And this wishbone offense, definitely one that Republic has been able to do very, very well over the years that they have started using it. And it is very, very effective if they run it right.
Yeah, 100%. This is definitely going to be something that is going to live through Republic football for years and years and years. It's definitely going to be something that every team is going to have to figure out.
Handoff up the middle. Nixa, I guess, thought there was going to be a keeper, but rumbling up to the 44 first was number 8, Cannon Kroll, the senior running back and linebacker.
The hole he had was absolutely ginormous. You're going to look right here, right in the middle of the O-line, just to the left of the center. Look at that hole. So much room for him to get through, and that's how lethal this Republic offense is.
When I was talking to head coach Ryan Cornelson, he said himself that when I was talking about leaders on this team, he said the entire offensive line. He said when he needs something to happen on his offense, he knows his offensive line is going to be able to make a big play. Keep by Woods. Moving forward, Wyatt Woods gets 8 on the play. 2nd and short coming up.
That was the
Tigers.
That was the exact same formation as last play. They just had a keeper. That's what is so hard. He can either give it to that running back, the other running back, or he keeps it himself. That is what's so hard to predict about this Republic offense. That's what the Nixa defense has had to figure out. They had to figure out at halftime last year. They were just trying to break it down and figure out how to stop it, and they couldn't stop it in time last year. And now they have time to study it. Hopefully they can get some stops.
Up the middle again is Kroll, but he's only going to get a yard. 3rd and short coming up. And that's one thing about, like you said, about this wishbone offense that's so hard to figure out is the amount of options they get that they can run out of it. I mean, quarterback keepers, they have 3 guys in the backfield that at any point could get the ball. It's just a guessing game when you're playing on defense. Because it's the same motion every time. So it's just you have to guess right.
We're going to see a measurement here to see if this is going to be. I think either way they're probably going to get it. I'd say I'm not going to say that.
Well, it's on the 49, so it looks short from my view.
But also they're probably going to go for it on 4th down if they don't get it on 3rd. So the Nixa defense D-line has to stay strong here.
They're short. I think they're short.
A little short. 3rd down. That's.
I mean, I just tried to eyeball it from up here.
Close it was, and that tells the tale of this game, of how close this game's going to be. It's going to be down fire the whole time, I'm pretty sure.
Definitely the best game in the COC this week. Not many better games in the area. Now, when we're talking about the state of Missouri, you also have Lee Summit North and Lee Summit West. Up north, that's going to be a banger of a game. I don't know if we'll have score updates on that later, but that's one of the better games in the state as well.
You got Glendale and Kickapoo, Canada's in Lebanon. That game has some stuff behind it.
3rd and inches. Woods drops back, takes a shot. He's looking downfield, and it's caught. Touchdown Tigers. Oh, he dropped the ball. They're going to say he got his 2 feet down before he let go of the ball. Number 6, James Rexroad, with a deep shot downfield, and the Tigers tie it up.
That was a beautiful pass there by Wyatt Woods, and what a route by that wide receiver there. Randy Flint got absolutely left in the dust in that one, and he had no idea when that ball was coming. Just a beautiful pass. The Polk Tigers can take a lead here with the made extra point.
Well, I didn't know if they were going to count it because don't know 100% high school if you have to keep the ball all the way through. But his 2 feet got down. They signaled a touchdown. And I love this. As you saw on that play right there, number 13 for the Nixa Eagles, McCoy Sullivan. Every team now is starting to do what the New England Patriots did against the Miami Dolphins Sunday Night Football. They had a guy come from way out wide, trying to anticipate the snap count. A lot of teams are going to try and start doing that on their special teams play.
Yeah, now this is going to be a big momentum shift now. Everything's on Republic. And Nixa, if they score a touchdown, they're probably going to go for 2, and they pretty much have to get this, I'd say. If they have to get the 2-point conversion, they go for it. And now extra points are going to be very crucial throughout the game.
Yes, they will. And also, Republic deferred after they won the toss. Republic's going to be able to get the ball at the start of the second half. So that's already a huge thing for them, too. So if you don't score in this drive and Republic goes down and score and kicks the extra point, I mean, you're down 8, and then you get into some real trouble because you have to go down and score immediately then, or else the game's going to get out of hand.
Yeah, also, their first kickoff of the game, they went for an onside kick that almost worked out. Just a great snag by the Nixa hands team. So they just got to be ready for an onside kick at all times, especially because Republic Tigers team is going to try to catch Nixa guard off guard at all times.
Yes, they are. As Republic gets sent to send this one away. Going to be number 27 sending it away. Mason Cole. Another onside kick. There's a whistle. Republic thought they had the ball, but penalty thrown.
I think that line beat the kicker. And Bray Retone is thanking gods after that one.
That was almost a bad day as he couldn't handle the ball, but yep, the line beat the kicker. Does that push him back 5 or push him back 10? It's going to push him back to the 35 is where they're sending it off. So
does that mean that the onside has to go 15 now, or does it still stay at 10?
It still stays at 10, but it just means that they get pushed up the field. So you wouldn't want onside because if Nixa recovers it, they're on Republic's side of the football field immediately. So if they onside it, cool, but send it away.
Kick out of bounds.
Yep, they're just going to let it go out of bounds. There's the flag, and they're going to get great field position once again.
Yeah, I'm kind of questioning if this only gone onsides and the only kick that's actually kick has gone out of bounds. So I'm trying to figure out if they're just doing this because their kicker can't kick an actual kickoff. So that might be something they take advantage of for Nixa.
We'll see about that, but now here comes Nate Huber and the Nixa Eagles. So the ball's going to be spotted on the 40 because of the penalty. 1st and 10 coming up for Huber and the Nixa Eagles offense. Ribera back on the field. Ryder's going to take a break. That's one thing that's definitely going to help the Eagles through this game. I got 2 great running backs to share the load. Handoff up the middle. And Ribera's going to get 6 on the play up to the 46, 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that was a great job sending Riley and Michelle in motion. They kind of just confused our Republic defense. That was an easy 6 yards there for the Knicks offense.
2nd and 4 coming up. 2 out left. That's Michelle and Vincent. Huber drops back. Pump fake, then shoots it downfield. Overthrown, but a flag thrown. And that ref that threw the penalty was right there the whole time. So we'll see, or threw the flag, excuse me. So we'll see what he's going to call.
Offensive coordinator Dustin Baldwin is to the left of us right now, and he's clapping because I think he saw holding. So,
well, the flag came from the ref that was watching, that was right next to the receiver. So it'd be weird if he calls the holding. Pass interference. That's what I thought. If it came from him, it was going to be pass interference.
Yeah, I was thinking holding on the cornerback. That's what I was thinking.
My bad.
No, I just didn't know.
I was going to say, because that ball looked way overthrown. I'm like, well, Nate Huber doesn't overthrow his balls that much, so. Very good at getting an accurate throw deep downfield, so. Vincent on the right, Michelle motion to the right side. Handoff for Burra. He's going to go up to the 45, gets 4 on the play. And with Michelle motioning like that, I wonder if they're ever going to throw a jet sweep his way.
Yeah, I think at some point they're just trying to catch this Republic defense off guard. They're just trying to set him up, thinking that the motion is just an extra distraction, but at some point they're going to give it to him, and they're not going to be ready for it.
They did. It'd be the first time Rylan Michelle ever rushes the ball for this year. Has not gotten a single chance to run the ball. Obviously, him being back after his leg/knee injury. We don't know specifically what it was, but he is back. Handoff for Burra. He has a hole. Gets off one man, going for the end zone, and is short. Almost got there. Up to the 5.
And just like I said, Don Ribera, bad first drive. Malachi Ryder gets a touchdown. That just fuels Ribera so much, gives him all the confidence in the world, and that's exactly what Ribera needed to get some confidence. And now they're inside the 5 here, down 1.
Shoved off the senior, number 22, Brady Lewis. But he was able to catch him as he almost got in the end zone. 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff for Burra. Left side. 2 on the play. 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line coming up.
Switcher Ward, the last play, he kind of ran on the field, and everyone said, no, go back. So I think he's pretty eager to get on the offensive side of the ball. I think he loves playing both sides. And I think the coach is just like, well, I think we're good right now, but if we need you, we'll call you.
.53 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. 7-6 is the score. Handoff for Burr up the middle. Touchdown, Eagles. Dylan Ribera takes the lead for the Eagles. Both running backs for this team now have a touchdown to their name. That's Ribera's 11th on the year. And the Eagles take the lead here in Republic.
Offense staying on the field, like I mentioned. They really need to get this 2-point conversion.
Huber rolls right. And wide open on the left side of the field. Number 87, Lane Meltebarger. And what a play design. Both tight ends, Pereira and Meltebarger, don't really get much. And we were going to see on the replay here, he just gets lost in the coverage.
That's a great play call by offensive coordinator Dustin Baldwin. And that just shows how useful our tight ends are. They can block, but they can also catch. But also, I just want to know what Lane Meltebarger was feeling right there. Like, you know that's the easiest catch of your life, but seeing it in the air, especially at this point in the game, you've got to be so scared. And that's just an impressive catch by him, because that's definitely not an easy catch to make, even though he was wide open.
14-7 is the score. 44 seconds left. And when that ball's in the air, the only thing going through your head is, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. You're just sitting there hoping and praying that you're able to hold on to it. He was able to. 2-point conversion is good. Eagles go up 7. Once again, if you're just tuning in, I'm Ryan Swanson alongside my broadcast partner, Aiden Hopkins. The Nixa Eagles are about to send this one away. Jordan Cribbs walks back out into the field. We'll see how many plays Republic's will be able to run. There's a kick down the field. Caught at the 13. Has a hole and gets past the 30 up to the 33. Daniel Phillips, once again, the senior running back, with a great return up the field. Excuse me, they're going to spot him down at the 33.
The scoreboard is wrong on the score. It is 14-7 Nixa with 38 seconds remaining, by the way. Just want you guys to know. But Republic, I wonder if they're going to go back to what they did last year, just kind of keeping it slow. They scored on a big pass opportunity that they had that usually wouldn't happen. So, eager to see what they do here on this drive.
38 seconds, though, left to go in the first quarter. Don't know if they're going to attempt a big shot downfield. Woods keeps it. Dangerous there. Almost looked like he was about to lose the ball, but gets up to the 38. 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, he got some airtime on that hit too.
Yeah, when you go up like that, you got to be careful, because on those types of plays where it's real easy to let go of the football, especially in a game like this, ball security, every coach is preaching ball security. Keep the football. Yeah,
the Nixa defense's #1 priority today was to force a turnover, and hopefully they can get a couple here if they want to gain a big lead. And there's going to be a first time out of the game.
Nope, it's going to be the end of the quarter.
Oh, end of the quarter. I forgot about that.
That's going to do it for the first quarter. Your Eagles lead 14-7 at the end of the first. We're going to take a moment and step aside. We'll be back for the start of the second quarter.
Absolute Ripping, Hobbs Insurance Group, Bobby Hendricks and Farmers Insurance, David Brazil, Republic Tiger Sports, McLean Company, Hometown Benefits Group, A&E Kitchen Service, A1 Guarantee.
Now your HVAC is good to go.
Yeah, mine is not good to go. Can you fix this?
Air Services provides the highest quality work, guaranteed.
Yeah, I really thought I nailed it. Am I gonna end up paying extra for this?
What we quote is what you pay, guaranteed.
So you got any tips for an aspiring home repair pro?
You called Air Services. That was the right move for sure.
AC Diagnostic for only $73. Visit airservicesheatac.com.
These businesses and organizations for their ongoing support throughout the school year. Republic Tiger
And welcome back to Republic, Missouri, here at Republic Tiger High School Stadium. 2nd and 5 coming up. Woods keeps it on the quarterback keeper. Stiff arm, throws a man to the ground, but only about to get a yard or two up to the 40. Yep, it's only going to be a yard. 3rd and 4 coming up for the Tigers.
Yeah, Nixa hoping to get something here just to get that Republic offense off the field and hopefully get 2-score lead, which would be very, very, very big for this team.
This game right here is the statement when defense wins you championships comes into play. The offenses can come out, but this game's going to come down to which defense plays better, which defense can get the stops when they need to. And this Nixa defense needs to here on this 3rd and 4. Woods keeps it. And he gets swallowed in the backfield. Number 48, Elijah Frazier, was the first one that made contact, but brought to the ground by number 7, Parker Mann. 4th down coming up, and that is a huge play for this Nixa Eagles defense.
Also something to mention here, Dustin Baldwin, offensive coordinator for the Nixa Eagles, once was the head of Republic football. He was the head coach for them, so this means a lot to him. I think that I've seen that as we sit right next to him, how much emotion he's putting in this game and how much he cares to beat this Republic Tigers team.
Timeout called on by Republic.
That play right there, they try to get defenses jump off sides. I know Nixa football's been working on that play so much because they cannot jump off sides and give that Republic team any yards that they need, and they did a great job. That play's very, very hard to not jump off sides on because usually a jump off sides, no one's in motion, but Republic sends the guy in motion, which makes it way harder for a team to not jump off sides. They're usually like, oh, guys in motion, they're going to snap the ball. But they don't, and that's just a great job there for the Nixa defense to not jump off sides, and I believe they're going to keep their offense on the field here.
And one thing about that last play with Parker Mann was the one who brought him down with Elijah Frazier making first contact. Between those two and number 9, Spencer Ward, 223 tackles between all 3 of them on the year.
That's the Nixa Legion of Boom right there.
Parker Mann with 73, Ward with 72, and Frazier with 78. Woods drops back, looking downfield. Rexroth makes a catch. Flag on the play. We'll see what the call is. But what a catch by number 6, James Rexroth. Came into this game with only 10 receptions of the year, has 2. Chain gain's moving, so it might have been PI called on by Nixa. They're going to decline if so. Yep. And Wyatt Woods with 2 beautiful passes to number 6, James Rexroth, who made amazing catches on both those plays. Keeps the drive alive, and that is a huge reward on that risk taken by the Republic Tigers, as this run only gets a yard, but a flag on the play.
James Rexroth, a Memphis commit. He's a 2-star in the tight end position. He gets most of their passes from Wyatt Woods, and you see why. Just a beautiful catch there. He's committed to Memphis to play there. He was offered by Missouri State, but decides to head to Nashville. Not Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville's in Tennessee.
Nashville's the heart of Tennessee, to be honest.
You almost got there, and flag on the play, 5 yards back. Ooh, it's going to be 10 yards. A chop block was the penalty.
Don't see that often.
No, you don't. It's definitely a call. Have we seen that this year yet? Surely we have, but that's a call you don't see often at all.
Never, and that's a rough 10-yard pill to swallow.
It's going to be 15.
Oh, 15.
Actually, the chain gang had it at the 10, and then the guy backed up 5 yards. So 1st and 25 for the Tigers.
Definitely now the corners have to stay ready for this. As we see Randy Flint, he gets off the field and replaced by his older brother, Kevon Flint.
Woods keeps it on keeper left side. He's going to get up to the 35. Going to set up for 2nd and 21. Excuse me, 2nd and 22. Regardless, it's still 2nd and a mile. They got a long way to go.
Yeah, definitely going to be looking for a pass play here at some point. I think that play was also designed to be a pitch, but he couldn't get the pitch off there. He was waiting for that guy to left him to be ready for it, but that Nixa defender split through. So if he would have pitched, it would have been taken away.
Drops back, Woods, nowhere to go, scrambles up in the pocket. Stiff arm, has some space up the left side of the field, and gets thumped out of bounds. All the way up to the 16. That's where they went out at. They're going to spot him down at the 18.
Look how quickly he goes through his reads. Immediately sees those reads are gone. Parker Mann missed the open field tackle, which isn't something you see in Spitzer Roll with a lethal hit on that sideline.
On that replay, just as he was going out of frame, you saw Parker Mann slant his hands on the ground. He had that one, and he was mad that he let it get away from him. 3rd and 5. Probably 4-down territory anyways. And you went for it earlier. Try to get the Eagles to jump. Another timeout for the Tigers. So they're down to 1 timeout with 9:03 left to go here in the half.
It's the exact same play that they ran last time. It's their play to get people to jump off sides, but Nixa's practiced against it so much, they know not to jump off sides, and they have to call a timeout or else it will be called a false start or something like that, because that wide receiver, that running back that goes in motion has no place to go. So they have to call a timeout every time they run that play. So I guarantee that's probably going to be the last time they'll run that for this half.
And one thing about this Eagles team that they're going to have to do is the way they're throwing the ball. If they can get a turnover through the air, if they get an interception, that would be huge. Only 4 on the year. So we're going to head down for a sideline report with Taylor Dortilia. We'll step aside.
Or on the web at destinychurch.me. Also, again, popcorn for the next 9 minutes and 3 seconds. Available at the concession stands, courtesy of Destiny Church.
Woods drops back. Quick dump off to number 9, Cade White. As he's trying to fight his way forward, he gets up to the 4. 1st and goal coming up for the Tigers.
What a beautiful call there by the Republic offense. Leaves White wide open. Defensive line almost got to Woods but couldn't get there in time. And now we have a 4th and goal here. Nope. Not 4th and goal, 1st and goal, sorry, for the Republic offense. Nixa defense is going to have to stand strong here.
The red zone defense has been pretty good this year. They're going to need to be able to make a stop. Handoff, Kroll, and he's going to be short. Didn't look like he got in. He's going to be inches.
Good thing I'm not playing the Philadelphia Eagles because this will be an automatic touchdown.
Tush push.
Tush push.
I still can't believe how easily they've just mastered that. Anytime it's a short play, it's easy. They're getting the first, they're getting the touchdown.
Yeah, they usually get like 3 yards on it too. It's ridiculous.
Quarterback sneak. And in he is. Touchdown, Republic. Wyatt Woods falls forward over the white line. And the Republic Tigers with an extra point can tie it up.
This game is going to be back and forth. I have a feeling it's going to be a duel to the end. It's going to be an absolute fight, and I'm here for all of it. I'm going to love it.
Close ones, the fun ones to call. As you can see, right side, like I said earlier, Nixa's trying to get guys with a running start. And if you get the snap count right, if there's no one to chip that guy coming off, it's going to be a block kick every time.
Yeah, they sent McCoy Sullivan and Parker Mann there that time.
Two of the faster guys on the team. Parker Mann's already had a couple, what is that, 2 blocked punts this year, or is it just the one from last week?
I think it's just the one from last week.
I don't know why I thought he had another one. And we're going to send it down for a sideline report with Taylor Dortilia. We're going to step aside.
I'm Taylor Dortilia, down here for Week 8 football. I'm at Republic Stadium. We are just tied in the second quarter, my bad. Our student section brought out tonight in their Western gear. I can't really seem to find Republics, so Nixa always brings out. We're always better. Back up to you guys.
Yvonne Flynn back for Nixa. Along with Spencer Ward. Mason Cole to kick off for Republic. Spencer Ward on the return. Taken to the 19, return to the 29, 10 yards on the return. Eagles will have it 1st and 10. Give to Malachi Ryder. Tiger tackle made by Kendall Curbo. Gain of 6 to the 35, 2nd down and 4. Again, Ryder on the carry, and again, Curbo with the stop. Ball marked at the Nixa 38-yard line. 3rd down and a yard.
Got the extra yards, but he was tossed to the ground. 3rd and 1. Trying to get him to jump, and you see, look how far. Flag thrown very late.
Just see what happens here.
Very confused.
Nobody from either team pointed at the other team, so they're confused just as much as we are.
Illegal procedure. And I figured it was about to be on the Eagles because number 55, Ethan Cho, as the Whitecap walked over, threw his head back and looked frustrated on the play and
seemed to be on the 5-star Jackson Cantwell. And I'm very confused because nobody on either team even budged when that flag came out because they're like, who's that on?
I was very confused why the flag was thrown so late.
3rd down and 6.
Huber, quick pass out right. And that one's caught by Michelle. It's going to end up short. And that was just a quick 1-read, 2-read, throw it. I'm surprised he held on to the ball. Tough one to hold on to, but doesn't get the first regardless. And you're only 2 yards away. You're at the 38. You think John Perry risks it a little bit?
I don't think so. I think we're going to have to punt it here. Have to trust that defense.
Vincent sends it away. Fair catch called for. That one's caught by number 2, Ryder Davis.
That punt was beautiful.
Beautiful kick. And the Tigers with 6:15 left, if you can go down here, take as much time off as possible, leave Nixa with about under 2 minutes, you got a really good shot considering that they get the ball back at the start of the second half.
Yeah, this Nixa defense is going to have to stand strong here and get a stop.
Yes, they will. This D-line, we talked about it in the pregame show. This D-line has to perform well if they want to win this game, especially with this wishbone offense. As Woods keeps it, hurdles over a man on the ground, and he's only going to get 2 on the play. Flag on the play.
Holding on the offense.
I don't know what signal that. Or was that? It looked like
it
was a
hold.
hold. Okay, it just looked weird from over here.
Wow, they love getting penalties on their first down of their drives.
That's one thing Republic's going to need to fix. I mean, Nixa and John Perry talked all year about trying to fix pre-snap penalties. Right now, Republic needs to fix it because if they go 3 and out right here, that's going to be something that's going to be circled on. If they lose this game, pre-snap penalties.
If there's a time you want to hold on the ball with all your life, it's at this point right now. Because if you turn the ball over at this field position, you pretty much hand the Nixa Eagles offense a touchdown.
Woods keeps it. Hold up the middle, and he gets dumped. Picked up and slammed on the ground. None other by number 9, Spencer Ward. The captain throwing Wyatt Woods to the ground. Friday night smackdown out here in Republic. My goodness. Second and 15 coming up from the 20. On a play like that, you got to be careful if you're the guy making that tackle, because if you slam a little too hard, especially if it's the quarterback, penalty flags going to get thrown from every single ref standing on the field. Woods drops back, pocket collapsing, bounced off one of his defenders. Antonelli giving chase, throw on the run, incomplete. Almost sacked in the backfield. Antonelli is right behind him, intended from number 6, James Rexroth, the man who he's had targeted all game.
Sure, that wasn't intentional grounding. Was that intended for somebody?
It looked like he was trying to throw it, but I mean, it was nowhere near him.
It looked like he was trying to go straight to the ground. That's what it looked like to me, but
and that was the closest guy to the ball, so that's what I was assuming he was trying to throw it to.
No one else is calling for it, so I guess
that is also an on-the-run cross-body throw, so a little hard to fit that one right in his chest. Dropping back again is Woods, rolling left once again, and he gets leveled. The Army commit, Jaden Antonelli, lights Wyatt Woods up.
That was the biggest hit I've seen all year. I have a smile across my face. Look at this. Looking, blindsided. Jaden Antonelli, boom!
And number 9 for Republic right there. Cade White is just sitting there, and he's just going through his mind right there. You just have to think, you're just like, look out, look out. My goodness.
I want another replay on that. I could watch that all day. And to the left of us, defensive coordinator, he just jumped out of his seat and just started pumping his arm in the air. His Parker man was inches away from blocking a punt again.
Michelle takes the punt, has a hole right side of the field. Flag thrown on the play. Inside the 20 and up to the 14. Flag was thrown opposite side of the field, though. So that one lays on the 29 outside the hash on the left side of the field. Lots of penalties in this game. Lots of flags thrown. We'll see who it's on.
Ball seems to be staying where it's at, picking it up.
One of the Republic guys just started clapping, so I don't think this will be any good. It's going to be on Nixa. A holding and a block in the back. So Ryla Michelle's punt return gets sent way back downfield.
Can we get another look at that Jay Antonelli sack, please? I don't know how Wyatt Woods got up from that hit. Look at this. No idea is coming. No idea. Absolutely blindsided.
Wow.
Boom.
And if you're just one of the linemen, you watch him go by. If he gets by, if I'm just I'm just screaming, look out, run, duck, do something.
Wow.
Jaden Antonelli is a big dude, so when he's barreling that fast from behind you, yeah, I am surprised he did get up from that hit. And so a ball that was originally placed at the 14 of Republic is now on the 46 of Nixa. 3:52. Tie ball game. First play of the drive. Wildcat. There's a handoff up the middle, but that play goes nowhere. Half a yard maybe as Roberta gets stonewalled. Second and 10 coming up. We're going to stay in Wildcat. Ward taking the snap. They're just going to run left with Ward. Tackled from behind, but he's going to fall forward up to the 48. I set up 3rd and 6 coming up. Third down coming up. Four out. Ward and Vincent on the left.
Final timeout.
It's going to be, it was Michelle and also Kevon Flint lined out right, but final timeout called on by Republic. 2:37 left to go. Here in the half, tied up 14-14. We're going to take a moment and step aside. We'll be back. Welcome back. 2:37 left to go. 3rd and 6. 3rd and 5, excuse me. 4 receivers out. Try to get him to jump. No good. Vincent and Ward out left. Michelle and Flint. Kevon Flint out on the right with Roberta in the backfield. Quick screen pass over to Michelle. Flint with a block. And he falls forward. First down, Eagles.
Wow, what a great block there. Absolutely no one on the right side. Actually, 2 Republic defenders. Kevon Flint takes care of one, and there was a big enough hole for Ronald Michelle to sneak past that other one and get a couple yards past the first down. Great call there. It's also that's the exact same play Spencer Ward scored on in Joplin.
And they got him to jump that time. They get Republic to jump. Free 5 yards and a free fresh set of downs, although
it's a lot of Fs.
It wouldn't matter.
A lot of Fs in that sentence.
Yes, there were.
And now they're going to pull Republic here and just drain out the clock as much as they can. They don't want to give Republic any time if they get that ball back to score, especially if they don't end up scoring on this drive.
But, I mean, also, if you're Para, how much confidence do you have in Braden Kemke right now to kick an extra point from any distance?
I think it's Jordan Cribbs this time. I heard that they're going to alternate here.
Jet sweep with Ward, right side. Has a first and more. Lowers the shoulder past the 30, all the way up to the 27.
Have we kicked a field goal at all this year? Have we attempted one at all? I think
I'm sure we have.
I don't think we have. I think it's just been extra points.
Part of my memory thinks we have. Time to do some research on that one. Same formation. Ward motions left, and they're going to give it to Ribera. And he goes nowhere. Maybe a yard or two on the play. We beat Neosho 46-17. I don't think you can just get to 46. Maybe two-point conversion that? Hold on, I'm trying to think.
I'm not seeing a kickoff at all in here.
I think we have at some point. Just can't remember the game. 2nd and 10. Huber drops back, looking right to the end zone. Incomplete. And flag thrown on the play. And probably a little mad because the ball had already hit the ground, but grabs him by the horse collar. 22, Brady Lewis was in coverage. You throw a guy to the ground like that, doesn't matter if the ball's already hit the ground. That's getting called every time.
You can't do that at all. That's exactly how Ryland Michelle got hurt a couple weeks ago. It was totally different situation. The ball was overthrown. The defender knew it was overthrown and still led headfirst into the knee of Ryland Michelle that hurt it. So this is definitely something that hits home from the Nixa Eagles, and that's something you don't want to do with the Republic Tigers. The Republic Tigers fans can whine all they want. That was definitely a penalty.
I mean, I'd be saying the same thing if it was a Nixa defender that did that. When you pull a guy down like that, it is getting called every time, especially the way football is played today. They'll call that every time for a lot less. You do that, it's getting called. The Republic student section letting them hear it. Although I can't see him if this is their camo night. I tried to. Oh, I knew I was going to slip that in at some point tonight.
Just a bunch of floating heads I see.
So the ball would have been placed on the 14, but an unsportsmanlike conduct puts the ball half the distance to the goal line. The Eagles are on the 7.
Just keep talking. Keep handing them yards if you want.
2 out left. Handoff Ryder. Trying to fight for extra yards. Gets up to the 3. Maybe 4, and has had Malachi Ryder has definitely had a lot more success than Roberta tonight on the ground. But that's one thing for the Nixa Eagles. If one guy's not doing well, the other guy can be having a great night. So that's something I bet John Perry's very happy about with 2 running backs that play as well as they do. The Dirty Birds with the "We Can't Hear You" chants on their Western night as they're getting close to the goal line with the ball on the 3. 59 seconds left to go, and if you're Republic, hypothetically, the Eagles score. You're down 21-14. You get the ball. Do you try and put one on the board, knowing you get the ball back, or do you just let the time run out and then try and score on your next drive and tie it up on the next drive of the second half?
I think they don't want to pull a Joplin. They don't want to take a shot downfield that ends up turning into a turnover that let Nixa score again at the end of that first half. So I think at this point in the game, if they get the ball back, they're just going to have to hold on to it and hopefully score on that first drive of the second half.
I have an opinion on that, but we'll come back to that later as ball is snapped. Ryder, left side, no one's there. And the Eagles with the go-ahead strike. Ryder with his 2nd of the game, his 17th on the year. Trying to hit 20 before the season ends. And the Nixa Eagles take the lead. Both Ryder and Ribera, both running backs that like to take it up the middle, but he found a hole on the outside, and there was nobody.
55 seconds left here.
And here comes Cribbs on to attempt the extra point. No longer Kemke. Almost blocked, but Cribbs sends this one straight down the middle. And the Eagles go up 7.
Wow, what a drive. Lots of emotion behind that drive. Republic, 2 stupid penalties that earned them that. They could have got Nixa off the field and instead gave them the free first down plus some extra yards for talking a little bit too much. So that's definitely something we're going to circle in that game if this comes down to it later.
And one thing I will say, if Republic comes out on the field, with the way Rexroad has been playing and the way he's been getting open, I say you send him downfield. If you see him in single coverage, tell Woods to let it fly, but send a tight end or a running back just on a safety valve. And if you have to, just throw it. Just throw it somewhat near the guy and just throw it away and then send the run team out. But if I believe you're Republic, you need to take at least one shot. If it's there, go for it. But if you're not at least halfway decently confident that this ball is going to be catchable for James Rexroad or somebody down the field, just get rid of it, throw the ball on the ground, and then just run the clock out. Because Nick's only with 2 timeouts, so you still will be able to run the clock out if you have to. Cribbs lines up. Sends it away. This one taken at the 4. Cuts left side. Now back up the middle. Slips up all the way to the 31. So good position for the Tigers. As out comes the offense.
I think the refs might have missed an illegal block in the back on Spencer Ward there. He got pushed right from behind. He wasn't expecting it, but sometimes you just miss those calls. It was a little ticky-tacky, so I'm not too mad about them not calling it.
And everyone on the field is looking for number 6, the tight end wide receiver, 6'4", 235. On the odd chance that they throw it downfield. Stacking the box. Handoff, Kroll, right side. That one gets stuffed, so they're not going to take a shot downfield. They're just going to let time run out.
Imagine being on the bottom of one of those piles. It could not feel good at all.
No,
Every lineman on the field is on top of you.
Especially if one of those linemen is Jackson Cantwell.
Yeah.
Would not be fun. Having a 6'9" guy just laying on top of you? No, it would not. Which is why we're up here. I love the game that goes on down on the field, but I'd much rather be the guy talking in the booth than the guy at the bottom of one of those piles. And time will expire here for this first half. Eagles lead 21-14 in a close one. Halftime has been the difference in this game for a couple of years, so we'll see what happens. We're going to send it down to Taylor Dortilia as she talks to John Perry. We'll see you for the start of the second half.
I'm here with Coach Perry. Coach, what's some of the biggest things that you've improved on from this game last year?
Well, we actually play in defense. Like, we've actually made them punt a couple times. That we did not do last year, so that is a plus.
What's that message? What's that message going to be in the locker room?
Man, let's go out there and finish this joker. We have played 2 quarters pretty dang good without many mistakes. Let's go out there for 24 minutes and play the 2 best quarters that we've ever played.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. Good luck.
Please welcome for your halftime entertainment tonight, your Republic Tigerettes. Team members include April Marie Clark, Josie Coppage, Sabella Howard, Ava Lewis, Presley Peck.
8th grade, in and of itself, these kids are so creative, and I can only give them so many projects every year. So this is one where they get to choose basically everything. And the only stipulations that I've given them are that it has to be community related in somehow. So they have to think of other people. How can they benefit other people somehow? And that it's realistic for a 10 class period duration.
We've been doing a project for how much water we've been drinking in a week. and like all the effects it has on our body and everything. We just wanted to see like how much effects drinking more water over time has on your body and everything like that. Every bottle of water we drink, we draw like a circle for every single bottle of water, and by the end of the project we'll have a whole bunch of circles that add up into one big picture.
I feel like water gives you a bunch of energy to do sports and activities, and it's just like refilling, like instead of soda, like Gatorade, something like that.
Instead of putting things in the trash can, put them in a recycling bin if you know what it is.
If it's supposed to be recycled, then just recycle it. It's that easy.
The recycling bin's always next to the trash can, so.
We're putting Pop Tarts, we're painting it and putting it in like in an order of a Sprite can.
Yeah.
And we're taking candy wrappers and turning it into a flower and like around the canvas.
Seeing the things that they are interested in really inspires me a lot. Like I have students that are working on things that deal with recyclables. I have students dealing with things that focus on the homeless population.
I am coaching 5 to 8 year olds Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and it's pretty fun. Just coaching it and then playing videos of me doing basic moves.
Ben is doing an awesome job. He's doing a lot of research for different jiu-jitsu moves, and I've kind of suggested to him that he do something along the lines of creating easy moves to show people all the way up to a really hard move to show people. And he's doing those videos at home, but then he's using class time to research those different moves. I am very impressed with how they're doing so far, because not only are they engaged and they are motivated, but like just the things that they want to do this project on. Some of it's really touching, and some of it is just like kind of funny, and some of it's also just very research-based. Seeing them do all of those things on their own and seeing the things that they are interested in really inspires me a lot.
When the students see their goals fulfilled and see their hard work coming to fruition, and to be part of that and to help them get there is incredibly rewarding.
Just moved here from Florida maybe about like a month and a half ago. It's my senior year, and I'm going here because unfortunately I got a little behind in Florida, but being here has definitely shown me that I can graduate and do it. I feel like teachers here are more dedicated into helping you and not just like going so fast. They're like focused on one subject and then they're willing to help you with it.
It's an incredible opportunity that we provide here at Nixa. We as a community are benefiting from this, and our children are benefiting from this, and so I just really kudos to Cheryl Houston for putting this on.
Right now I'm only taking government, and it's a pretty easy class. It's a credit recovery class. I actually think that MOOPS is kind of harder than day school, just because you have to self-teach yourself. The environment's different, kind of, because there's not so many people. What we have to do is we have to turn in 16 hours of work and then 15 hours of school. So like today I came from work, so I work at Lambert's Cafe in Ozark, and I'm a passer, so I pass okra, I pass potatoes, or I help host and seat people and stuff like that. They have really good food. Actually having only my government class, I'm 50% done with it, so I'll be done by October, hopefully. And other than that, I have to pre-test for the high set, and then if they feel that I'm good in the areas and stuff like that, then they'll send me off to go take the test.
It is a leap of faith for them. I mean, you know, since the time you're 5 years old, you are in a classroom during the daytime, and where you have a teacher that leads you and guides you every step of the way, and for whatever reason, and there's a whole bunch of reasons, they weren't going to graduate through the traditional way. And so it is scary, but they have to, one, trust that we know what we're doing. We will still get them the education. We will prepare them for the exams that they have to take. They have other responsibilities, work responsibilities that they will have to take care of in addition to school.
I'm taking science and reading as of right now. Yeah, I went for the high school for just a couple weeks, and then I dropped out because I was really stressed out. My grandma, she had surgery on her heart. She got a new valve in her heart, and so I had to take her to therapy every other day. So I just never did my homework, so I dropped out of high school, and I knew about this program from Nixa High School.
A lot of them face challenges that I know I never had to face, especially whenever I was their age. So for them to have a way to still be successful and to still hold that diploma at the end of the school year, it's pretty awesome.
Every single day you make inferences, whether you know it or not. Now that they can actually go back and look at some evidence in order to make the inference, it's a little bit more ingrained in their mind about what it is. And I mean, it goes on to science as well. Observations lead to inferences, same thing.
This was a really good activity just to kind of connect like what you're already doing in your life to reading, and they had a good time with it.
We have made observations. There was paint all over this paper, and there was a sticky note at the first one we went to that said, "Sam, you need to bring the book Holes to Dr. Kelly." So we think that Sam is involved in whatever this is, the crime scene's about. And then we also think Joe was cheating on a test, and so we think that he's also involved. We make observations, 4 observations, and then we infer each of those observations. And then we write what we think the theory is, the theory about our crime scene that we're at. Yes, it's really fun.
There was one where books were all over the floor, scattered everywhere, and Miss Hester had a great idea of putting like a late slip on, like us setting that up in the scene as well. And so they had to infer somebody lost their book from the library and they're looking for their book in our library, and that's why there's all these books on the floor. They were really into that one because a lot of them didn't catch that late slip. So that was fun for them to kind of really put their detective hats on and look for that.
So we also inferred that the person likes pink because there was a pink mat and 2 pink cushions that they were sitting on. And there was the answers that they had, the test answers that we're guessing that they took from the teachers. We had to conclude on a lot of stuff, like as a group. So like we concluded that they took the paper from the teacher because they wouldn't just find that out. We can conclude that they were sitting down and they were cutting and they accidentally cut their finger and blood went everywhere. It can help us in like real world stuff. Like if we're reading a book, we can infer like something about the main characters.
Oh my gosh, they absolutely loved it. They were super engaged, and it gave me a lot of good sense of what they learned throughout the entire week. Gets them excited about reading and writing too.
I think it's a great time for our staff to get the recognition that they deserve. We have over 65 employees that work day in and day out cleaning 1.5 million square feet, and if they didn't do the tireless job that they have, that our facilities would not look the way that they do.
I've been here since January of this year. So I work at the high school, and I was hired on to mainly work in the Atos area, but I work with the band, theater, and choir departments for the most part. With the new addition on and all the rooms being so large, it's a fantastic space for the students to learn and to grow those skills. But it's a lot to take care of too. So sweeping, mopping, we have a Boost, which is a floor scrubber that we use down here on these nice new floors. We also have a large area that's carpeted in the band room, and so lots of vacuuming in this fall time with all the turf that comes off from the stadium. And of course we have toilets, everyone's favorite thing to clean. The staff have all been great, the administration has been great, and the students honestly have been fantastic and really encouraging. I was not expecting that aspect at all, and it definitely ends up being one of the highlights of each and every day is what makes my job meaningful. I could go and clean anywhere, but being able to clean here and interact with the students on a daily basis and see their successes as they grow.
So we have custodians that show up at 5 in the morning that start their day, and then we have custodians that end their day at after midnight. And when we have those weather events, they come in even earlier to salt the sidewalks and push snow and to make sure that it's safe for students and staff to come in the next day that nobody really thinks about.
I started in the kitchen and was there for about 8 years, transferred to custodial,
and then here I am, the custodial manager. I see about 52 employees, that's full-time and part-time and subs. I have extra subs that I can float around if somebody's on vacation or they're out sick, that I have somebody to cover that area. Without Brandon and Robert's help and support, there's no way I could have done this. They've been with me for every step of the way and always stood by my side to help me out, and they've been amazing.
If we didn't have custodians, our buildings and facilities would look a lot different than what they look like on a day-to-day basis. So I appreciate everything they do.
So we ran into each other in the office and he said, hey, you want to work together on a project? We're growing stuff and you guys could cook it. And then it actually worked out really well for us to get together. We chose my Fax 2 class, so they'd already had experience in the kitchen, and then his 7th hour class, and it just worked out. So we went outside, we helped harvest the food that they grew. We see them outside our windows regularly, and then this time they actually got to benefit and enjoy the food.
We went outside and we picked the stuff that we were going to cook, like okra, tomatoes, red peppers, stuff like that. And it was fun. Yeah, we walked to the other area to get tomatoes. Yeah, I got like 10 or 12. Yeah, my mom actually has a garden where I pick her stuff for her.
It was pretty fun. I got the biggest cucumber. It was like that big. Yeah, I just saw a giant cucumber and I picked it with my bare hands.
We've been picking okra and cucumbers for a while, and I'm pretty sure we got like a lot. And then as soon as we got like the okra, the cucumbers, we were like ready to start our cooking. I was like in charge of like making sure we get all, like I had a teammate, like we grabbed some ingredients and then we made our food. It was good. Yeah, like we had to like get some jalapenos. Like I was like a total pro at it.
We grow a lot of stuff and we harvest a lot of stuff, but I've never really spent time kind of showing or teaching the kids how to prepare it or preserve it. In the 40s and 50s, what people ate was what they could grow. And how do you prepare it, how do you preserve it? But I figured with Andrea with the kitchen and kids, maybe she can do it, and then the kids would get a whole new, because you know, we harvest it and it's like, well, we're gonna give it to people. So this way, you know, like tomatoes are easy to eat, but her showing them how to cook it, I think, kind of brought it more to life. I just assume everybody knows where okra comes from and how to grow things, and a lot of kids don't. So I think it's really good that they get a chance to see this at school, hands-on activities. It's educational, maybe not out of a book, but that's fine. And then it was good for my kids to see how they prepare it. I don't know if cooking's a lost art, but I know for us personally, we make a lot of stops at fast food. You know, you're always busy, you're always in a hurry. So how to prepare it is really neat.
That's pretty cool. I was in it last year also, but it's pretty fun. We get to pick all the vegetables. I've never really liked okra, but the salsa was pretty good.
I went home that night and I was so excited with how well they did, because they really just amaze you. It's almost like magic how it just comes together, and you give them all that front-loading information and then they work together as a team. And it magically works, and they create this masterpiece that they're sharing with other people.
We had rainbow kebabs. I made a compilation of all the different foods that they could eat. So we had strawberries and blueberries for all the different colors. Kind of got to pull it off, and you got to see what they like and what they don't like, and it was a lot of fun to see their reaction to the food. The last couple weeks we've been going through the colors, and everybody says, well, they know their colors. Well, they do, but that's a great bridge for us to make connections with their new learning they're going to be doing, and connecting it with math and being able to sort and describe how they're sorting. For our English language learners, it's a great bridge for us to make connections with them, because colors are something they know and they can connect to. So we've been really trying to hit that hard so that we can open up communication in the classroom.
We can know how to spell if we're reading a book or making a book about colors.
We sung different rainbow songs every day we would come, and we made a different colored poem.
The songs. The yellow one's my favorite.
That's my favorite one.
We've read Rainbow Fish, we've read The Crayon Box That Talks, so there's a lot of literature we can pull in and kind of make those connections and be able to build their vocabulary in literary texts as well. We have a chance to share our favorite color with our friend. You find out whose third favorite color is green, kind of how it works in kindergarten. It's a lot of fun to hear them have those conversations, and it really helps them open up to their friends.
Gold, because it's really shiny. Gold and silver. They're shiny and sometimes they can have sparkles. Pink and blue. I'm an artist. Blue. I like to swim in the ocean.
We talk about those extra special colors that come in as well, and how maybe our colors in the rainbow may not make them, but that's something that might be in their special crayon box as well. We always kind of have to bring in those extra ones that you never know a kindergartner is going to bring up. We tried to incorporate gross motor skills, so I did some puddle jumping for Blue Day, and they got to jump on the puddles that had the letters for our word blue. So there was 4 puddles that they jumped on, and they had a lot of fun with that as well, kind of getting them into the more gross motor where they got to use their whole body and not just their finger muscles as well. Yeah, they had the opportunity to try new fruits, or maybe one said, I don't really like pineapple, but I'm going to try it for Mrs. Brightup. So that was really nice.
This is just something we just thought of one day, and we're like, let's get them hooked. So we were like, tug of war, got it. Throwing stuff off the roof, got it. We know we want to do something fun with science. All the other subjects, yes, you're hands-on, but science just brings it to a whole nother level. And so we plan to take this momentum that we have right now with our students through the rest of the Force in Motion unit and through our entire science curriculum. I know they're excited, and we're feeling the excitement because they're excited to learn.
What you were seeing was just like cool how when they dropped this stuff, it was just like cool how it fell and went fast. My most favorite thing that I watched was the watermelon, because it was like so satisfying and cool. I knew it would explode, but just watching things fall and things go up. I think I know how to, like, the crumbled up paper fall and the other paper floated. The flat paper had like more air under it, and the air couldn't really escape. And on the crumbled up one, it was kind of round, so it could just go around it.
So as teachers, we decided we're going to play tug of war against each other, and we are going to put on a little show for them. We're going to do like 3-on-3 and make sure it doesn't move at all. And then we did 4-on-2, and then it moved a little bit, and then 5-on-1, it like completely moved to the other side pretty quickly. And so that had them hooked from the moment we started. And so when we came back into the classroom though, we were talking and reviewing and talking about their observations, talking about what they're wondering, and just their responses were just magical. So we knew we just needed something to really get them hooked. And doing that tug of war, and then today dropping the things off the roof. I mean, what kid doesn't want to watch things drop off the roof of their school? Of course, we had to let them play tug of war. They would not have let us live it down if we didn't let them.
Tug of war, we had to dig our feet in the ground to win. Whoever pulled harder got the flag closer to them.
And they were using the terms like, oh, they had a greater force, they had greater strength, they had more weight on their side. And I was just like, yes, like that is exactly what it is. The higher the force, the more power they're going to have with whatever it is. So it was just wonderful.
Sponsors include Teamwear Solutions, Vinegar Chevrolet, Sarah Rader State Farm Insurance, Family Pet Care. Silver sponsors, Bristol Family Dental, Chris Yoakum, State Farm Insurance, Heaven Sent Flowers.
And welcome back to Republic, Missouri. Here for the game of the week of the COC. 21-14 the score. The Nixa Eagles lead it over the Republic Tigers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, I'm Ryan Swanson alongside my broadcast partner, Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, what did you think of that first half?
I think that showed that how much Nixa wants this game. And Republic's going to get the kickoff to start the second half. They need to put points on the board, because if Nixa gets a 2-score lead, it's pretty much hard to come back after that. You never want to let the Eagles get 2 scores. They have so much on their mind, especially you can show it. You can just show the Jaden Antonelli hit on Wyatt Woods. That shows how much energy they have into this game. They want to pummel this Republic Tigers team in every single way they can, and I'm ready to see this second half. It's going to be absolutely electric.
Halftime has decided this game a couple of times in the past, especially 2 years ago. Republic looked very good in that first half. Nixa came out. Last time they were here in Retmo and just clean house. Last year, very, very close through the whole year, or through the whole game, excuse me. That game ended 364 days ago in overtime. 2-point conversion in the end zone sent the Eagles' perfect season, regular season packing. And the Nixa Eagles have not forgotten about that game one bit.
And they do not want it to happen again. That is the one thing they don't want to happen is they do not want to lose this undefeated regular season. They want it. They need it. They crave it. Every single day they wake up in the morning, they are going to weights. They're going to weights to absolutely kill anybody that gets in their way of stopping them from getting through that perfect regular season.
And last year, this was the hump they couldn't get over, was Republic. If they can get over this game, you got the backyard brawl, and if you win that one, you secure it. Also this game, for the COC championship, I don't think Joplin's at 2 losses right now.
Webb is also at 2 losses.
Webb is also at 2, so if Nix is able to win this game and then beat Ozark, they get it. Now if Republic wins, and them and Nixa go on to win their next 2, they'd be co-COC champs, which I don't like whatsoever. You're either the champ or you're not. I'm not going to split the plaque or the trophy, whatever they get, for being COC champs.
Yeah, 100%. I think that a winner is a winner, so I think definitely at that point, if Nixa were to lose this game, I would, me personally, I hate to say it, I would say if Nixa lost this game, the Republic would get the COC championship because they both have 1 loss, and Nixa and Republic beat Nixa in their contest, so that I would say that gives it to the Republic. But COC champions happened last year, and they definitely don't want it to happen again this year.
No, they do not. As Cribbs lines it up to send it away for the second half. 24 minutes of football. Onside kick. Fair catch called for. It's on the ground. And the Nixa Eagles have it. Ball was recovered by number 31, Zane Stewart. The refs were convening, however. Perry's on the field. And now out comes head coach Ryan Cornelson.
I can't wait to hear the pop if they point towards Nix's end zone. Get a reap. Look at Parker Man right there. Giving the little.
Him and Raul Michelle are just like, this way, come on. That way.
Spencer,
they're all getting in on it. Oh, now here comes the student section now. Someone's got a cardboard cutout of John Perry from last year when we used those. I see like 3 of them right now in the student section, just pointing that way.
Can we get a replay on that?
On the left of us is the Nixa coaches room, and all I heard was, oh my God, because...
I think they probably heard it too, to be honest. That was loud. But that just shows how much emotion they have to winning this game.
They're just redoing the kick. And I can hear the boos all the way from the Nixa student section and the crowd that came to watch the Eagles. The Eagles packing out the very small visiting bleachers. You can see it at the top of your screen a little bit. It is packed over there. Gonna try it again? Nope. Cribbs sends it away. This ball caught at the 4. That's Phillips. Has a hole up the middle. All the way up to the 34. Daniel Phillips trying to get some energy in this Republic team after they probably got bailed out.
Yeah, I don't really know what was happening there. Nixa recovered the onside kick cleanly, it seemed to be, but then they get robbed. So their defense is going to have to show out here and make a stop.
You're going to have a short memory, though. Put it behind you. Go out and try and make a stop right now. Back in the wishbone. Handoff up the middle. That was Kroll. Cannon Kroll's going to get 2 on the play. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, this pass game for Republic has looked probably the best it's looked all season. No turnovers for each team, which is kind of surprising. I thought at some point I thought at this point of the game we'd have at least 1 turnover from one of the teams, but both teams have been really good about taking care of the ball. Some close chances, but haven't got there yet.
Handoff left side. Phillips loses his footing. Try to get back up to run, but your knee touches the ground at all in high school football. You are down on the play. Daniel Phillips slips. And now 3rd and 10 coming up. The Eagles have a chance to make the Tigers go 3 and out. Tigers have been in this position before already. And the man who's been able to get him out of those spots just came on the field. Number 6, senior James Rexroth, tight end and wide receiver, standing in at 6'4", weighing at 235. He goes out left. He's going to be in coverage by Randy Flint. Sophomore DBs. They're just going to jet sweep it to the left with Phillips. And Phillips gets up to the 40. He's going to be 3 yards short.
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we see a 4th down conversion here, a 4th down attempt here, because they're not scared to do it.
No, they're not. Already have once this game. Maybe switch it to a fake punt instead. Who knows? Personnel change for both teams. Rexroth now covered by McCoy Sullivan. Try to get him the jump. 4 on the line. Sullivan scoots up on Rexroth. 4. Woods rolls right. Looking on the run, and it's caught. Rexroth finds some space. Up to the 45 of Nixa. The Tigers stay alive.
You cannot let them convert at that point. Wyatt Woods was panicking, and you let him get wide open there. It seems to be Spencer Ward overran Rexroth. Rexroth put his hand up, just telling him, I'm going to cut right here. You have to give me the ball. It's exactly what Wyatt Woods did. Found his main man on that one.
5-6. That connection has been the storyline for this offense. Woods moving left. Henniger got his hands on him, but gets away. Past the line of scrimmage, and up past the 1st down marker, inside the 25. And what looked like to be like a 5-yard loss. Wyatt Woods turns up to almost in the red zone at the 21.
What a play, and what a great job by Wyatt Woods. 3 tackles, 4 tackles, and finally, and he almost fumbled that ball too. It started to slip out, but he caught it right in his chest. That was close, and an almost forced turnover on a big run there.
Came into this game with 819 yards on the ground. Woods might be pushing that 1,000-yard mark. He averages 117 a game on the ground. And that's just to add on top to the 55 he produces through the air. Back in the wishbone. Woods keeps it himself. Going to get 4 on the play. They're going to call it 3 on the play. 2nd and 7 coming up. Retmo down 7. This drive is important as they get into the red zone. They need to convert just to get the first year, but also to try and get into that orange turf. Handoff up the middle. That's Kroll. Kroll's going to take it. Inside the 15 to the 14. 1st down marker at the 11. Third and 3 coming up. 4th down territory. Are they going to try and kick it? Their kicker, number 27, Mason Cole.
He's been kind of close on some extra points, so I don't know if they'll trust him enough, especially if they are not scared to go for it on their own 45. I definitely don't think they're going to be scared to go up forward on Nix's 12.
Nixa sends a bunch up the middle. That ball's close. Does he get the first? Kroll tackled right at the 11. Where are they going to spot it? The ref seems to mark it at the 11. Will they give him the first?
That's short. We're going to get a little measure here.
And out comes the chain gain. All eyes. 7-yard line.
Not even
To
close.
the north end of the stadium.
It's a whole half yard.
Fist in the air from the Whitecap. Half a yard short. 4th down coming up.
Chain Gang is yelling at the refs right now, saying he's short of the ball. Chain Gang seems to be a little biased today.
The refs are still talking. There seems to be some confusion. Trying to make sure they're actually enough off the ball.
That was not that close. Why did they move it closer? Look at the lights in that student section at Nixa.
And Republic has their lights on too. You can't see theirs, but you got some in the Nixa student section. Still short as they are inches away from the first down marker. Here it comes. 4th and inches on the 11. Woods gets pushed up the middle. And he's going to get the first, it looks like. It looks like the ref spot at the 10. No official signal yet.
Right on the 10.
Like
so
the PA announcer said, first.
The longest first and goal you can have.
I was going to say, that one's spotted. The first down was on the 11. Ball's on the 10. First down, Republic. 7:13 left to go here in this third quarter. Republic trying to tie it up. Woods keeps it. Lowers the shoulder, trying to get more yards. Up to the 7. They're actually going to spot him on the 6. That's what it looks like. Jane Antonelli was the one that made the tackle. Nope, they're spotting him on the 7. Second and goal, 7 yards out. Possibly play action on second down?
Possibly.
Handoff up the middle. That one's going to get to the 5. Cannon Kroll. 3rd and 5.
Now I don't know if they'll go for a field goal here if they get to a 4th down. Interesting to see what they do.
The defensive 11 for the Eagles and D coordinator Rob Richardson trying to hold the Republic Tigers from trying to tie the game up. Handoff, Kroll up the middle, falls forward. Is he there? He's going to be short. Fist in the air, inches from the goal line. I was going to say, there ain't no way they're kicking the field goal.
And now they're going for it.
Tush push. The Eagles stacking the line. Woods, does he get it? And Wyatt Woods with the equalizer. Touchdown Republic. The senior quarterback puts it in the end zone. And then they're extra point away from tying it up.
Watch McCoy, Sullivan, and Parkerman on that right-hand side of your. They're going to be close to you on that screen, right-hand side of the Republic offensive line, left side of the defensive line. They're going to try to get this snap count and block this kick.
They have extra blockers on that side now, and they're just going normal kickoff now. Fire out of it like a gun, and that extra point is up. And ladies and gentlemen, we are tied. 21 apiece, 5:14 left to go here in Republic, and this game is becoming a thriller.
Something to note how this drive started. Onside kick coming out of halftime. Nixa seemed to recover it, but the ref said otherwise, so they re-kick, kick it off, and that's what led to this Republic touchdown. Took a lot of time off that clock. Over half the quarter has ticked away.
This game, very similar to last year's. Are we going to see overtime in this game, Aiden?
I don't know. Might get some PTSD to that Nixa team, but they want to win this ball game so much.
Yes, they do, but so does Republic. It's going to come down to a battle of who wants it more. Onside kick. Ryder. It bounced off his hands, but goes into a tip drill, Dennis Rodman style, able to grab it.
That's scary.
And you already know the second that ball bounced off his hands, every heart in that Nixa section dropped, including all the players and coaches on the sideline. Able to get the ball. They're going to be 1st and 10 from the Republic 47. Out comes Nate Huber. And this Nixa offense in the backfield. Dylan Ribera has had his struggles in the backfield today. Quick screen pass out right. Not to Michelle. Makes a man miss. Right side, they're able to catch up to him before he breaks for a big play down the field. If he was able to get the Jets going, he would have been gone. But they're going to tackle him at the 44.
Great job just getting past that defender that was right on his tail, right off the catch. That turned a negative 2-yard gain into a 4-yard gain.
Vincent and Michelle out left. Pruitt and Meltebarger motion left side. 22s is the formation. Handoff, Ribera. Up the middle. Has some space up to the 39. 3rd and short coming up. A little bit inside the 30 is where they're going to mark it. Republic fans on their feet. Nixa fans on their feet. Up the middle, Ribera trying to fall forward. And I don't think he gets there.
I think this is where we see the jet sweep now. I think now this is the point where Rylan Michelle is known as a distraction. They give it to him. I think they might give it to Rylan Michelle here.
Out comes Spencer Ward, and also coming out onto the field, number 69, Peyton Ewing. So they're going to go with an extra offensive lineman out in the field. They took Vincent off. Wildcat. Both tight ends motion left side. Ribera in the backfield. Flag thrown on the play, and Spencer Ward probably got a little thankful there because it looked like when he handed off to Ribera, clapped his hands like that wasn't what he was intending to do. Freaking out, maybe he was about to fumble the ball. See what the flag is. False start. Nixa. And Rylan Michelle is confused. Can we get a replay on the start of that play, trying to see where it was?
I think it was an illegal sequence, not a false start.
They've used the illegal sequence before, but they haven't. I mean, it had to be an illegal sequence. There wasn't any shift, so that must have been it. They sometimes use the actual illegal motion symbol. Sometimes they haven't. It's just, that's the call. 4 receivers on the field. Vincent, Michelle, Ward, and Flint with Reber in the backfield. Huber dropping back, extra attackers from the outside. Deep ball, incomplete. Coverage by number 11 for Republic. Garrett Lester, the captain, the senior defensive back, makes the big play. And the Tigers, 2:54 left in the third quarter, get the ball.
Let me see a replay on that. He caught the ball. It was just a matter of he was out of bounds when he caught it. Don't think we got it, but
wasn't able to keep the feet in bounds.
We can restart it.
Play's about to go.
No, that was close.
Handoff to Kroll up the middle, only gets 2. That was the closest angle we had.
Ball's out.
Ball was out, and it's recovered by the Eagles. And after the Tigers get the ball back, the Eagles get a fumble recovery, get the turnover bucket. First and 10 Eagles. No way. And you talked about it. One of the keys to this game, turnovers. And the Eagles get one.
I love to see a regular run play turn into everyone pointing towards Nixa's end zone saying, we just got the football. And that's exactly what we want to do after a turnover on downs.
And the Eagles offense essentially hitting the rewind button here. First and 10 from the 45. Wildcat once again. Ward taking the snap. He's going to keep it. That's what I think they intended to do the first time. Because on that first time when they ran that play, when Ward had it, he tried to pull it back and then like clapped his hands because he thought he lost the ball. 8 yards on the play. Nope, that's going to be 7. Yep, I can count. 2nd and 3 coming up. Ward continues to take the snaps. Has a hole right side of the field down the sideline. Shrugs off one guy as he goes out of bounds. Down at the 19. Inside the red zone, the Eagles go for an Air Services first down.
Spencer Ward gave him a little, he's too little right after he get out of bounds. Just letting Republic know, it's saying, you can't stop me, and you know it.
That's coming in with the weight room.
Still Spencer Ward out there.
So Republic sent practically everyone, except a couple of guys in the secondary, but the Eagles
still got 3 yards out of it.
Still able to get 3 out of it, up to the 16.
Let him throw a pass.
I'm just saying if Rylan Michelle gets the Wildcat call, the ball's going to get thrown. Spencer Ward came into this game, 14 carries, 189 yards with 2 touchdowns. His longest run being 80. That was a jet sweep against Carthage to open the game. Receiver on each side. You were back in the backfield. Ryder takes the handoff. Still on his feet. Legs churning, trying to fight. Up to the 11.
Can we get a replay on that? I just want to show how tight he was holding on to that ball. Because he was getting ripped by 3 people. Look at this. Right here. Takes it. Oh, look at that. Number 22. He's going to rip it. Just keep going at it over and over and over again.
This stage in the game, both coaching staffs are screaming, hold on to the football. 2 left. I'm assuming we might get a motion here. We got one from the tight ends, none from Michelle. Handoff Ryder up the middle, gets the first. On a big 3rd down, up to the 7, 1st and goal Eagles.
And the 7-yard line. First and goal to go, Nixa.
50 seconds left to go here in the third. Handoff Ryder. Left side, but it goes nowhere. Tackle made. Flag thrown on the play. Tackle was made by 32 Caleb Norman.
I was single flag. I was saying I want them to pass it. I want them to pass the ball
last
here.
time you gave that motion at me, you were like flag, and you did the exact same one. So
sorry. She probably just should have said it. I don't know why I was trying to keep it secretive, but I think I want to see a pass here. Maybe a jet sweep with Riley Michelle.
No one's on that right side. You run a jet sweep here, you might get something. Handoff Ryder up the middle. Falling forward. Still tried to stay up.
Did he go down?
I don't think his elbow hit the ground. If we have a replay on that, that'd be awesome. They might be trying to... Nope, that's going to be the end of the quarter. So the quarter ends. I don't know if we'll see it from this angle. Yep, his elbow's hit. Barely. Just barely. Almost was able to stay up with that left elbow. I'm sorry, the right elbow. Touch the turf. He's down on the ground. And ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it. 12 more minutes of regulation football. 21s. We're tied. And it is getting close down to the wire here in Republic, as we're going to do a couple score updates around the area. Aiden, what you got for us?
Well, Ryan, I think it's safe to say that you caught up to me in record, because Joplin is beating Carthage 42-14 right now. Branson leads Ozark 21-0. We both said that was going to happen. Willard leads Carl Junction 22-8. And Webb City leads Neosho 23-18 in the fourth quarter. So
that's the game I needed. That's the only one we had difference, regardless of any of the other ones, as long as I got that Joplin game right.
Yeah, you guys didn't see the COC picks due to unforeseen circumstances, but Ryan and us only disagreed on one game. There's Joplin, Carthage. I picked Carthage. He picked Joplin. So
3rd and goal from the 2. Ryder in the backfield. But every player on the field in the box. Ryder. And he's in the end zone. The Eagles go up 1 score once again. First play of the fourth quarter, and number 23 gets his 3rd touchdown of the night.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous how many times he gets to see the end zone a game, but it's just so fun to watch.
Leads the team in touchdowns. 18 now on the year. With 1 from Dylan Ribera. That means between them, let me do my math here, as that kick is up and is good. That's 30 between the two of them. 18 plus 11. That's 29 ridiculous. Actually. Wow.
Without extra points, that's 180 points between our running backs.
29, excuse me. I know how to add. Hopefully.
Thinks about that time. I'm going to get that player of the game pulled up. I think it's going to be Malachi Ryder. It's the point where we have to start repeating players. But Malachi Ryder, absolutely electric game. But it's up to you guys. We'll get that up in just a second here. So many standout players, though.
From both sides of the ball, too. Or both sides and both teams, too. Rexroad has had an absolutely amazing game. Wyatt Woods has been all over the place. As Cribbs sets his tee and the ball down on the 40. Ready to send this one away. Now, last time this happened, onside kick, and as you can see, Republic bunching up in between the 50 and the 40. Hands team prepared. Pooch kick, and it's going to fall out of bounds. Ball hit the 29 and then rolled out of bounds.
just a little too much on that one. But that's going to give Public Tigers a lot of good field position.
Yes, it will. And this drive could potentially decide the game. Republic down 7. 11:56. Ball will be placed at the 35. Republic need to score. As Wyatt Woods leads this team out to try put the team on his back. Five on the line, extra coming in too, and that's down the sideline. That's Kroll. Nixa sending a bunch from the outside, but one hole up the middle. And a big run by Cannon Kroll into Nixa territory. That's how you start a drive right there if you're Republic. The Tiger growls from the speakers in the stadium, and I will say the sound system Republic has is the best in the conference. When the train horns are blaring, Tiger growls. This environment is a great environment to watch a football game in. From the 35, back to the wishbone. Woods keeps it. Has a hole left side, falls forward up to the 31. 2nd and 6 coming up. They're going to actually spot him on the 30. 2nd and 5. Both teams have all 3 timeouts left. 11 to go. 2nd and 6, Republic. Handoff up the middle. Kroll gets up to the 28.
All right, the player of the game poll is posted. Check on X/Twitter. Aiden Hopkins _ AIDEN HOPKINS _ as you see on your screen. We'll leave that out just for you guys just for a little bit. But follow both of us, Ryan Swanson 23 as well, to see game day posts, lots of other stuff regarding the Nixa football and Nixa athletics. We'll post throughout the year, not just football. So go vote.
And off. Up the middle. Kroll on that 3rd down play. Oh. Flag thrown on Wyatt Woods talking to the Whitecap. Be careful. And I'm assuming this will be on Republic. They're backing up. Hey, help me out. What's this? Illegal shift?
Was it 2 of them?
Just one.
I don't know. I guess illegal shift 2, but I have no idea.
I know this is a legal shift, but he only used one hand. To those of you watching, I know you can't see our hand signals up here, but I was a little confused on what the actual call was. Ball's now spotted at the 33. 3rd and 8. It's definitely 4-down territory here. Rex Road, outright. Sullivan in coverage. He's 10 yards off. He immediately rolls right. Woods fires other side of the field. That one's complete. It's going to be a 1st down and more on the edge of the red zone out at the 21. That pass complete to Cannon Kroll out of the backfield. Took a page out of Nix's playbook. Immediately rolled out right, stopped, threw it left. Except instead of going to the tight end, it was the running back out of the backfield. 1st.
Big play there for Public.
And Kroll coming into this game only had 1 reception for 4 yards, so a big reception for him. With a game and on the stat card. Woods keeps it right side. Can he break out? And McCoy Sullivan, great open field tackle. Could have broken up for even a 1st. He was able to get to that outside dive. Still a good gain, though, for Woods. 2nd and 5 coming up. Ball's on the 18. They're going to call it 2nd and 6. Rexroad out left in the wishbone. Hand off Kroll. Fighting for yards. Gets close. I don't think he's there. He's probably a yard short. 3rd down coming up.
Let's do a first down. Ball marked at the 13-yard line.
It's going to be marked at the 13. 3rd and 1. Hand off up the middle to Kroll again. I think he gets it.
We can see a 3rd measure of the game.
First down. The Tigers get the first. However, due to the position on the field, there is a first down marker at the 2.
I don't know if you prefer. I don't even know what you prefer at this point. You prefer another 4 sets, another set of downs, or
3 seconds left. Yep, I was gonna say they're gonna have to call a timeout. I had 8 seconds on the play clock when they started calling the play, and they had 3 when they were going to the line. So, Coach Ryan Cornelson calls timeout.
I think we're gonna send it down to the sideline for our silent reporter, Taylor Dortilia. Apparently not.
Welcome back. Psyched for the 2nd time today. You get to stay up here with me and Aiden. 1st and 10 from the 12. Hand off. Kroll, right side. Able to get up to the 9.
To the 10-yard line. 2nd down and 8.
Second and 8. Hand off. Kroll once again getting a heavy workload this drive.
I definitely see a pass here.
Ball marked on the 8. 3rd and 6 coming up. Third and 6. They're just going to send up the middle again.
Nowhere.
Maybe 2. Up to the 6. Yep, they're going to spot him at the 6. 4th and 4 coming up.
Oh, here comes number 6 for Republic. The man, James Rexroad, the go-to receiver tonight. I definitely see possible pass play here.
Currently in coverage is going to be number 2, Randy Flint. Try to get him to jump. They don't get it. Timeout. Called on by Republic.
And now we are going to go to the sideline for a silent report with our silent reporter, Taylor Dortilia.
Timeout Republic. 2nd charge timeout here in the 2nd half. Republic.
is fourth quarter. We're up here by a touchdown. There's a lot of back and forth going on right now. They need that one more down here to get that touchdown. The weather's getting real cold. This has definitely been the coldest game so far. Back up to you guys.
Thank you, Taylor. As we are back up here in the booth. 6:02 left to go. 4th and 4 from the 6.
You worry about getting the end zone or worry about getting that first down?
First down. Markers at the 2. If you get a first, you get 4 downs to get 2 yards. I'm not worried about the touchdown at all. I'm worried about keeping the drive alive. 4 plays to get 2 yards is way more manageable than trying to get 6 and 1. Four on the line. Linebacker scooting up. Jet sweep. They're going to pitch it to Rexroth, who throws a pass. It's caught. Touchdown, Republic. That one caught by number 5, Wyatt Woods. 5-6, turns to 6-5. Wyatt's been throwing him to Rexroth, and they change it, and James throws one to Wyatt. And the Tigers are an extra point from tying it up.
What a catch, too. Wow.
Reverse flea flicker. The kick is up. The kick is good. 28. 5:54. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. Because this game coming down to the wire. Just like it has, or just like it did last year. Last year ended in dramatic fashion. For those of you who have been watching this year, you probably heard me and Aiden say it, and if you were with me and Nate Purrier last year and watched that game in Republic back in Nixa, Missouri, that game ended on a 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone. Eagles lose 36-35. The Eagles have had this game circled on the calendar all year. I've talked with John Perry. He said this game has been the most important game on the calendar all year. They're trying to come out and try to not only beat Republic, but to go over this hump and try and get a perfect regular season.
Do we see an onside kick here?
It's risky. I mean, high risk, high reward. It all depends on how much you trust your defense. They'll send it away. And that one's out of bounds. So it's going to be around the 35 or the 40 for the Eagles. The Eagles haven't had to compete in that many close games this year. The only one-score games we've had 3 out of the 7 we've played. 14-7 Webb, 34-28 Carthage, and 35-27 Joplin.
Joplin's was not a one-score game, in my opinion. That game was absolutely all Nixa. Just a couple calls towards the end of the game that didn't go Nixa's way that brought it that way. Definitely don't think.
Stacking the box, Nixa. Only one receiver out. It's a Wildcat. Ward's going to keep it right side. Has a hole past the 50. And almost a go-ahead touchdown, but number 17, Cole Gilman, grabs him and makes sure he can't go anywhere, but they get into Republic territory. I was talking with Coach Ryan Cornelson earlier. Cole Gimlin, one of the leaders on this team, both outside backers, him and Jin Felicica. Both, he said, were the leaders of this defense. He definitely stepped up to the plate. Spencer Ward was almost gone. Ball marked at the 38. Huber hands off Rabura. Rabura with a hole. He's going to get up to the 32. 2nd and 4. Wyatt comes on the field for Peyton Ewing. Gonna go back to 5 on the line with the tight ends. 10. They gotta get the play off. 5 seconds. Michelle in motion. Handoff. Ribera has a hole. Skips his way. Big hit.
I don't understand the flex after that. They just got a first down. That's congratulations. You gave up a first down. I don't really know what the flex was for
because
there.
it was a good-looking hit. You'll see it here.
Good-looking hit. They got them a new set of downs.
Took a thumping. Put his helmet right in his numbers. And now Huber and Vincent come off the field for Ward and Ewing. So back to the Wildcat, the Eagles go. Michelle out left. Ward taking the snap. Republic scoots up. Ward takes it left side. Makes a man miss, but doesn't get much after that. Only able to get a yard, and
Ethan
Cho is down on the field. Oh, he's hurt. Definitely in some pain. Ethan Cho got a limp to him. He's back up on his feet, but definitely has a limp to him. Seems to be favoring that right leg is what it looks like from my view.
I think it's the perfect time for us to go ahead and do our crew for the night. First person we're going to look at is the director, junior Dalton Herring, right behind the TriCaster. Sitting at wide shot, Kale Moore, Eli Ziga. He's at tight shot. Keith Sanchez, Hinley Dugan, and Connor Newth. They're on wireless cams. They're all those camera operators, props to them, freezing their butts off out there. Bradley Rosati, the man in the chair, as Brian would say, doing graphics for us. Jackson Gamble doing a great job on replay. And you've heard from her a couple times tonight. Taylor Dortilia, our silent reporter.
2nd and 9. Handoff. Flag thrown on the play from the Whitecap. I'm assuming false start. Just talking with Coach Cornelson.
Huber's pointing to that side, but
the Whitecap was behind the line of scrimmage, so I was just assuming it was going to be on Nixa from where he threw it. Another illegal motion. Pushes him back 5 yards, 2nd and 9, turns to 2nd and 14. Handoff for Burra. He's going to get up to the 24. Around the 23, 3:14 left to go. So time dwindling down. 3rd and 8. The bleachers are rumbling on this side of the stadium. 2 out left. Trying to get in the jump. Huber looks back to the sideline. Vincent and Michelle outright. The stadium is shaking here. Timeout. Public calls timeout. And that is going to be their last one of the quarter, if I'm not mistaken, of the half.
If we do hit overtime, do they get any more?
I think so. With the way overtime rules work, I think they will. But don't quote me 100% on that. The ref just making sure the signal is towards Republic. So no, they will still have... Yep, there it goes. Okay, so no timeouts left for the Tigers. Eagles with all three. 4th and 9. First down markers at the 15. Ball on the 24. The foundations here in Republic are shaking. 4 receivers. Now they move. Rivera up. Empty pocket. Extra attacker. Huber makes the throw, and it's caught Michelle. They're going to get the first to the 7. First down, Eagles. Under 2 minutes. With probably the biggest play of this game so far. Wildcat. Ward. Up the middle. Keeps it himself.
They don't have any timeouts left. This clock is going to wind down, and if they used all 4 downs to get this touchdown, that's going to give them, and even if they don't, if they get to 30 seconds with 3rd down, they might just kick the field goal, because I believe they have trust in Jordan Cribbs.
Cribbs and Kemke. Kemke has missed one tonight. Cribbs definitely has the leg to do it.
They are milking out that clock.
And it's all going to come down to the leg of one man. Who that man is yet to be determined. Hold on to the football as Ward up the middle. Goes nowhere. On the carry was Ward, but tackled by number 65, Logan Hunt, the 6'2 junior. We are under 40. 3rd and 6. And with 23 on the play clock, we'll see what they do. They're just going to call timeout right when it hits 1. Or are they going to run another play? They're going to run one more. 14. Handoff Rivera, fighting. Up to the 4. Timeout called with 1 second to go. No timeouts. They can't ice it either.
Here comes Cribbs.
And the man who started this summer, probably without not a thought of playing on a football team, started the school year, not on the football team. Jordan Cribbs came onto the team when Kemke got hurt. The former Nixa soccer player. The senior wearing number 24. Is now putting the Eagles on his back. Or should I say, on his leg. I say that. There he goes. I was going to say, I didn't see him on the field yet. Perry talking to him. Michelle is going to hold the ball. Everyone, hands on their heads. Both fans going nuts. Game on the line. COC championship on the line. Cribbs to send the Eagles home. Still undefeated. Kick is up. And the kick is good. Cribbs calls game. Jordan Cribbs, the game on his back, sends it down the uprights. And the Nixa Eagles top off the Republic Tigers in dramatic fashion. the biggest game of the year. Cribbs sends Republic home. And with the win next Friday night in the backyard brawl, the Eagles will secure a COC championship. The man who wasn't even on the team when the first snap of this season in Nixa against Webb City just beat Republic. What a game.
And I think, I'm sorry, I disagree with the whole poll. I'm giving player of the game to Jordan Cribbs.
That's pretty reasonable. I mean, not many high school games end on game-winning field goals. But the Nixa soccer player sends the pigskin through the uprights. And the Nixa Eagles stay undefeated. And ladies and gentlemen, that is all we have for us up here in the booth. Thank you for tuning in into probably the best game that we've called this year. This has been an absolute thriller here in Republic. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Ryan Swanson.
I'm Aiden Hopkins.
And we'll see y'all for the backyard brawl in a week.
Both games kick off at 7 p.m. Monday, October 16th, freshman and JV action. Freshman game at Nixa begins at 5:30. JV game will begin at 7:30. Thank you all for coming out this evening. Thanks to our help in the press box, Jason Butcher, producer, spotter, as well as play clock operator, David Crutchwick with the music and sound technician, Coach John Berry, game clock and scoreboard, Rob Coffey with the video technician, as well as scoreboard video. Thanks to each of you for your attendance here tonight, your support of high school athletics, in particular football. Next home game will be 2 weeks from tonight, Friday, October 27th. Your Republic Tigers should host that matchup, Class 5 district play. Again, thank you all for coming out tonight, your attendance. Everyone have a safe trip home and a great weekend.
I'm here with player of the game, Jordan Cribbs. Jordan, you know you started late in the season, but you just proved right there that that really didn't matter. What were you feeling in that moment?
Man, I was just numb. I couldn't feel anything. I was just locked in on doing what I do at practice.
Good job. I appreciate it. Good job.
Yeah, mine is not good to go. Can you fix this?
Air Services provides the highest quality work, guaranteed.
Yeah, I really thought I nailed it. Am I gonna end up paying extra for this?
What we quote is what you pay, guaranteed.
So you got any tips for an aspiring home repair pro?
You called Air Services. That was the right move for sure.
AC Diagnostic for only $73. Visit airservicesheatac.com.
I've got 3 meetings, 4 time zones. First one starts. 60 seconds. Can you fix my power situation?
At Air Services, we are fully trained and qualified, guaranteed.
Well, your quote's good, but what am I really gonna pay?
What we quote is what you pay, guaranteed.
And you stand behind your work?
You're getting the highest quality work, and that's a guarantee.
Any tips?
Yeah. Just picture them in their underwear.
Save $50 on electrical services at airservicesheatac.com.